Go.
Hey guys, I'm Jacob Williams.
And I'm Noah Polito.
I'm Tommy Bolts, and this is Jupiter.
Facts about Jupiter. Jupiter's rings are thin and composed mainly of dust particles. And one day on Jupiter is less than 10 hours on Earth. Composed of helium and hydrogen, named after the Greek god Zeus. Has a strong magnetic field. Galileo discovered Jupiter and discovered it in 1610. Next slide, please.
Alright, so the discovery of Jupiter and its moons, the man who discovered it was, of course, Galileo, like Colonel Peoples has said many times, in 1610. Now, how he discovered it was he took a telescope, basically, and then looked up. It's what you do. Which was meant for war, and looked up, noticed Jupiter with 4 big moons orbiting it. It was an important discovery because it demonstrated that Earth was not the center of the universe. Alright, surprise on Europa, which is one of Jupiter's moons. It's a surprise because scientists say that we could live on it because it has some water on it and the atmosphere, and it was a planet. They think it was a planet, but it was pulled by Jupiter's gravity. Well, I know. Jupiter's rings, it does have rings, you may not notice it, but has a faint, dark, narrow rings composed of tiny rock fragments and dust. They do not contain ice, unlike other rings. Like Saturn's rings, Jupiter's rings are continuously losing material and being resupplied with new dust from micrometeors hitting Jupiter's 4 inner moons: Metidus, Advista, Amethea, and Thebe. How did Jupiter get its name? The Romans knew of 7 bright objects in the sky: the sun, the moon, and the 5 brightest planets. They named them after the most important gods. Jupiter, the largest planet, was named after the king of the Roman gods, which was Zeus. Cool facts about Jupiter's moons. Jupiter has 67 moons that we know of. There might be more, I don't know. The biggest moon is Gemini. Hit it again. Which is that? The smallest moon is Lydia. Hit it. Hit it again. That. Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto were discovered by Galileo in 1610 and are known as the Galilean moons. Next.
Alright, so the distance from Jupiter to Earth is about 558 kilometers, which is pretty far. It's pretty far. And the distance of Jupiter from the Sun is 483.8 million miles.
Alright, the storm of Jupiter, which is talked about a lot, is often called the red spot, has lasted many centuries, and it is the most noticeable feature of Jupiter. Earlier this year, the Hubble telescope caught an eerie image of the hole in the red spot, which was called the Eye, until we realized it was just Galileo, the biggest moon, on there. It's just a well-timed photo, and it freaked people out, but it's just a troll. That's what it is.
Jupiter's interior is made of rock, metal, and hydrogen compounds. Below Jupiter's massive atmosphere, which is primarily of hydrogen, there is a layer of compressed hydrogen gas, liquid metallic hydrogen, and a core of ice, rock, and metals. Jupiter's unique cloud feature: the upper atmosphere of Jupiter is divided into cloud belts and zones. They are made of ammonia, crystal, sulfur, and mixture of 2 compounds.
Jupiter's magnetic field is one of the strongest magnetic fields. The larger the magnetosphere, it is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's magnetic field, which is insane because it's magnets. But Jupiter's magnetic field creates a magnetosphere so large it begins to avert solar winds almost 3 million kilometers before it reaches Jupiter. Makes auroras. There's a video about it.
Magnetic fields have been a curiosity for thousands of years. Of course, we know now that magnetic fields are generated by what's called dynamo action, the convective motion of an electrically conducting fluid. Even though we can map the Earth's magnetic field with extraordinary accuracy with satellites in orbit about the Earth, the one thing we can't do is see clearly through all the crustal magnetization that is right beneath our feet. Jupiter is a gaseous planet, hydrogen, helium. There is no magnetized crust that obscures our view of the dynamo deep below. So the exciting part about the Jupiter mission is that we'll be able to image for the first time the magnetic field on the dynamo surface in a way that would never ever be possible on Earth. Jupiter is also the planet with the largest magnetic field. Its magnetosphere is huge. If you were to look up into the night sky, and if you could see the outline of its magnetosphere, which you can, it would be about the size of the moon in the sky. It's a very, very large magnetosphere. In fact, in the Voyager program, we learned that the magnetic field, part of the magnetosphere is very away from the sky, and very active in the shadow. It's a very large feature in our solar system. You can't see it. Juno's the fastest spacecraft ever ventured in the outer solar system. It's the first to orbit, hold the pole of Jupiter, and it's the most heavily shielded spacecraft that we've ever launched. The mission is designed to basically wrap Jupiter in a dense net of observations, completely covering the sphere. So to do that, we need a polar orbit, and it passes over the North Pole, along the line of longitude, and over the South Pole. And we do this over the 37 orbits of the nominal mission, and by the time we're done, we've got orbits separated in longitude by about every 12 degrees. So we completely cover the sphere. A magnetometer is, it's best to think of it as a fancy compass. Unlike a compass that just records the direction of the magnetic field, our instrument tells you both what direction the field is in and what the magnitude is. And we can measure that very, very accurately to 100 parts per million. Juno's magnetometer is another in a long line of magnetometers built here at Goddard Space Flight Center, following designs developed by Mario Kuni years ago. Our instrument is between 1 and 2 orders of magnitude more accurate than anything that's flown to Jupiter before. And of course, part of that is the result of the star cameras that we're able to fly with our sensors so that we can determine the absolute orientation in space of these sensors. If we did not know the orientation of the sensor as well as we can determine it with the star cameras, we would lose accuracy in the vector measurement. So we carry 4 star cameras with our 2 magnetometer sensors. These have to be held in the same orientation with respect to each other under very extreme environmental conditions. So we designed what we call a magnetometer optical bench. It's a special structure, about a square foot in size, that is made of a carbon silicon carbide material, almost impossible to machine. But once it's fabricated and the sensors are assembled, they act as one. And that's one of the reasons why we can achieve much higher accuracy than has ever been attempted before. We hope to learn more about how a magnetic field is generated by dynamo action deep in a planet's interior. For me, the great excitement is the opportunity to look down and get the first clear, unobstructed view of what the magnetic field looks like on the surface of a dynamo where it's generated. It's always incredible to be the first person in the world to see anything. We stand to be the first to be able to look down upon the dynamo and see it clearly for the first time.
You're gonna have to hit escape. And then you're gonna have to present again.
Just press back, go back.
Back like on the screen. Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Forward. Crazy.
spacecrafts that visited Jupiter: the Pioneer 10 and 11, the Voyager 1 and 2, Galileo, Cassini, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Ulysses, and the New Horizons.
Go back. Go back. Now stick wrong. All right, we're good. We're good. All right.
Alright, traveling. There's really no current ideas right now or plans for an expedition, like a human expedition, to go and land on the planet. If you were able to travel at the speed of light, it would actually only take you about 43 minutes to get to Jupiter. It would take the average expedition about 3 to 5 years to get to Jupiter, though.
All right, questions. Who discovered the planet? Yes.
Galileo.
You're right.
When was Jupiter discovered?
1610.
How many moons does Jupiter have currently? Yes.
67.
Yes.
Alright.
What is the nickname for the giant storm?
Yes, I'd say.
Isn't it like the big red one or something?
I need you to be more specific. Yes, Brandon.
Red spot.
Yes. Ready? Yes.
See how they put the answers right there? I like that. That's going to help you when you're studying for the test. That's good.
Thank you, sir. That is it.
All right, round of applause. Good job.